Hello everyone. Let's talk about sleep today. It might sound very basic, but basic things are essentials of a healthy life. We all know in general about the importance of sleep. You already know that you need 7 to 8 hours of good sleep. Sleep is essential for muscle building and tissue repairing, etc. But this video is rather to tell you about the Ayurvedic concept of sleep. Yes, Ayurveda has a different story to tell about sleep and sleeping pattern. So let's get into the video. This is Dr. Sriraj here, and I'm doing this video during the lockdown. The pandemic has actually taken our pattern of sleep into quite a mess. Many patients are actually complaining about loss of sleep, disturbed sleep, and even complete insomnia, who otherwise used to have a very normal sleep all their life. Even myself go to sleep quite late these days and eventually end up waking up extremely late in the next day morning. We tend to wake up late in the morning if the previous night's sleep is lost. Again, if you wake up late in the morning, you don't feel sleepy all night. So the story just continues as a cycle. So what is actually sleep? Well, not a scientific definition, but sleep is essentially a complete rest for your sense organs and partial rest for many organs and internal systems. Just like your smartphone and laptop, we ourselves also need to hibernate for a while to improve the quality of life and to get better outputs. Ayurveda considers sleep as an urge. Yes, just like your urge to defecate, to urinate, to sneeze or cough, sleep is also body's own mechanism to communicate with you to satisfy a particular need. So just like any other urge, you should not neglect the urge of sleep as well. But unlike other urges, there are some conditions in the case of sleep. Let's see what are they. Ayurveda recommends us to wake up during Brahma Muhurta. That means an approximate time between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. I know it sounds extremely difficult for many of us to wake up during that time. But once you make a pattern, you can at least wake up before the clock ticks 6 a.m. The Brahma Muhurta is supposed to be the most productive hours with spiritual awakening. I know many artists and writers consider that time as the best to work. So in order to wake up at least by 6 a.m., you need to sleep by around 10 to 10:30 p.m. Making a sleep pattern is as important as your diet and exercise. Another super important information about sleep is that Ayurveda doesn't recommend you to sleep during daytime. You heard me right. Yes, modern science do not have such a concept. But Ayurveda believes sleeping in daytime can increase your risk of having obesity, diabetes, migraine, coronary heart disease, rheumatism, and inflammatory pains, ENT disorders like throat pain, earache, headache, etc. While there is no evidence to prove this with modern scientific terms, I always urge all my patients not to sleep during daytime, especially while having Ayurvedic treatments. I personally believe that sleep is the most sedentary act that you can do. It can make your entire metabolism and digestion so dull and sluggish if you sleep in the daytime. So daytime is the time where the sun rises up and the peak of your digestion and metabolism takes place, whereas night is designed to sleep. And usually you don't feel even hungry between an early dinner till next day morning breakfast, even after 12 hours of fasting. But that's not the case in the daytime. You feel hungry every 4 to 6 hours if you stay awake. So I've seen some people converting day into night during religious fasting just not to feel hungry. That's a very wrong method. An Ayurvedic text usually commands you to do certain things. To find the logic behind is yours. Anyway, there are some people exempted from this rule. Very small babies can actually sleep all day long. Similarly, very old people can also sleep during day as they tend to lose their sleep at night. During traveling, while doing extremely strenuous jobs, and during immense hot summer, even normal people are exempted to sleep a bit. But that too is better to limit into a short nap. Sitting and snoozing is recommended if you are completely dozed off on normal circumstances. It is also permitted to sleep in the daytime for half of the time that you lost your sleep in the previous night. For example, somebody takes a night duty shift as the part of their job needs to sleep only 4 hours in the daytime to compensate it, and not the entire day. Does it really sound like a religious text with too many rules? But it all makes sense in real life. I generally take any time after 6 a.m. as day sleep. If I wake up only by 8 a.m., I already slept 4 extra hours. So if you wake up at 9 or 10 in the morning, no wonder that you don't feel sleepy till midnight. So keep yourself a proper sleeping pattern. Sleeping daytime would increase the properties of Kapha dosha in your body, and staying awake at night can increase Vata dosha properties. So both are equally bad and have to be avoided. Ayurveda also recommends you to sleep on the left side of your body, claiming that it can promote a better and faster digestion. People who got really used to sleep in the daytime may find it a bit difficult to refrain from it in the beginning at least. But a few days of practice can definitely train yourself. That's all for the day. I'll see you with another one soon. Until then, sleep well, stay safe, and take care. Bye bye.